Okay, class, fourth grade, let's go ahead and look at number 6 on our mock quiz to prepare for quiz number 3. And as you know, you should start from right and then move your way left. You should start from the right and then move your way left. You should not start from the largest place value first. You should start from the smallest place value, which is here. Okay? And it says 4 minus 1. Well, we know 4 minus 1 is 3, so we'll go ahead and put a 3 there. But in this next column to the left, in our tens column, we have 8 minus 9. And we know now that we cannot do 8 minus 9. We also know that 8 minus 9 is not 1. I saw this mistake on several students' papers. 8 minus 9, they marked it as 1. Please know that 8 minus 9 is not 1. We cannot do 8 take away 9 because 8 is too small. We cannot do 8 take away 9 because 8 is too small. If you have 8 coins, you cannot take away 9 of them. So when this happens, class, we have to use borrowing or regrouping. We go to the next door neighbor, it's a 4, we turn it into a 3, and then the 8 we turn into an 18. We add 10 to it. Now we can do 18 minus 9. What is that, class? Very good, it is 9. 18 minus 9 is 9. And we run into the same problem again with 3 take away 6. We can't do 3 take away 6 because 3 is too small. So we have to go to our next door neighbor, turn the 9 into an 8, and the 3 gets 10 added to it, so it turns into a 13. Now we can do 13 take away 6. What is that, class? 7, very good, it is 7, and then we move on to our thousands column with 8 take away 6, we know that's 2, 3 take away 1, we know that's also 2, and 1 take away 1 is 0, so we don't have to put a 0 here. We could if we wanted, but we don't really need that 0 here. So let's go ahead and add our comma, and our answer to number 6 is 22,793. Please correct your mock quizzes as we are going through this. Let's move on to number 7. Wow. We have 3 zeros in a row. We know we can't do 0 take away 1, and we can't borrow from this 0 because there's nothing there, and we can't borrow or regroup from this 0 because there's nothing there. So we have to go all the way to the 5. We have to go all the way to the 5, turn it into a 4, and first make this 0 a 10. Right? We add 10 to the 0 to make it a 10. Then we turn this 10, we borrow from this 10, we turn it into a 9, and then this 0 becomes a 10. It becomes 10 higher than 0. And we need this 0 to be bigger, right? That's why we're doing all of this. So this, we borrow or regroup from this 10, it becomes 1 less into a 9, and then finally, class, this 0 can finally become a 10. We add 10 to it. Okay? And the rest is history, or should I say, the rest is math. 10 minus 1 is 9. 9 minus 9 is 0, so we put a 0 there. 9 minus 2 is 7, and 4 minus 3 is 1. That's our answer, 1,709. I hope this is making sense, class. If you have any questions, please raise your hand. All right, let's move on to number 8. Now, once again, we run into that problem, 1 minus 3. And remember, class, we know this. 1 minus 3 is not 2. That's 3 minus 1. We're doing 1 take away 3. And we cannot do 1 take away 3 because 1 is too small. If you have 1 coin, you cannot take away 3 of them. If you have 1 candy, you cannot take away 3 of them. If you have 1 bicycle, you cannot give away 3 of them because you only have 1. So what we're going to do is we're going to use borrowing and regrouping from these digits in our higher place values. But we run into an issue. We can't regroup from this 0 because there's nothing there. And we can't regroup 2 from this 0 because there's nothing there. So we have to go all the way to the front and change this 4 into a 3. Then this 0 can get 10 higher and turn into a 10. But we're not done yet. We need to make this 10 into a 9 so that this 0 can become a 10. And then we make this 10 a 9 so that this 1 can become an 11. We have to add 10 to 1, and 10 plus 1 is 11. And the rest is history. Or should I say, the rest is math. 11 minus 3, class, is what? 8. Very good. 9 minus 2 is 7. Very good. 9 minus 4 is what, class? 9 take away 4? Well done. It is 5. And 3 take away 2 is? Yes, it is 1. It is 1. Let's go ahead and add our comma. And our answer to number 8 is 1,578. Let's look at number 9. It says when an extra 0 is added in a multiplication problem, the final answer also A has an extra 0, B has 5 extra zeros, or C has no extra zeros. Let's think about this with a problem. When a 1 extra 0 is added in a multiplication problem. So say we have a problem like 2 times 3. We know what this is. The product of 2 times 3 is 6. But they're saying when we add an extra 0, when an extra 0 is added. So let's do 2, and let's add an extra 0 on our 3 to make it 30. They're saying the final answer also, does it have 1 extra 0, 5 extra zeros, or no extra zeros? And we know how to multiply by multiples of 10, class. We know this. 2 times 3 is 6, so we leave that there. But there is an extra 0 here. We added 1 extra 0. So in our answer, there's going to be 1 extra 0. This is what this problem is saying, class. So we know that our answer is going to be A. When extra 0 is added at the end of a factor in a multiplication problem like we have here, our answer also has 1 extra 0, which came from our question, which had an extra 0. Are there any questions, class? Are there any questions?